Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to a brand new video today for my prediction video for League 2 next season 2023-2024, my early predictions. So this is not my official one yet, because I will be doing that in next month or so, and I probably will get a few people on it with me so we can enjoy it. So yeah, I will be doing Premier League, League 1, League 2 and the Championship in the next few weeks as well, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. So what I'll do is I'm going to start with my number 24, then so on, and then get to number 1. So my first team that will get relegated in League 2 next season is Crawley. Crawley are a team that were fighting for relegation last season, and they just about stayed up, and obviously they did beat Tranmere Rovers in one of them games that they needed to win, and they beat us. So for me, I think Crawley will go down, because I just think the players that they've got, they're not the greatest, but they've got some okay players in the team with the likes of Dom Telford. In my opinion, I think he's only there for the money, because the amount of money that they spent on him is ridiculous. So yeah. So my next team in 23rd is Harrogate Town. Harrogate Town are a team that were fighting, well, basically fighting for relegation, fighting the survival to stay up in League 2. They done what they needed to do. They did stay up, and for me, I think, yes, they've got some good players in their team, but I think they're going to be going at for the start of the season next season. So hopefully we can back one of their players in. Luke Armstrong would be a good player for us if we can bring him in. So for me, I think Harrogate will get 23rd. Next one is Colchester. People have been saying Colchester will possibly get relegated next season. Honestly, with the money that they've had money situation, money problems as well. And for me, I think they could be on the way down next season if they don't get their money that they need or anything like that. But for me, I think they will just about stay up next season. Next one for 21st is Crewe. Crewe are just a team. They're nothing. They're a nothing team. They've got our former player in Nevitt. Nevitt hasn't really played for them last season, so I just think, obviously, wasteful signing. Honestly, he could have stayed at Tranmere in my opinion, but it just wasn't to be. And obviously, they've got a good player in Ajay, who has been linked with a few other clubs, and I think that'll be a big miss if he does go. So yeah. Next one is in 20th is Newport County. Newport County are just the team that they win games, and then next minute they get beat the week after, and I just think they're like a yo-yo team in this division. Honestly, they win the game, they lose, they win, they lose, they win, they lose, because that's what's been going on for the past few seasons when they've been in League 2. So for me, I think it'll be the same again next season. I think they'll finish in 20th. Next one is in 19th is AFC Wimbledon. AFC Wimbledon are a team that are obviously they've been renamed as AFC Wimbledon. Obviously, I didn't go to their stadium last season because I was in Manchester for that. But for me, I think with Wimbledon, obviously, they've got some okay players. I think they're just a hit and miss team. They're not great. They're not bad, but they're just an average team in my opinion from what I've seen of them. I haven't really seen much of them, so yeah. So I'm saying them for 19th. Next one is Walsall in 18. Walsall are just a club that obviously they love getting beat. They absolutely love getting beat. And then obviously they just don't know what to do. They've lost their manager, obviously, who has now gone to Swindon. in my opinion, I think Swindon will be up there next season, but it's going to be tough for them, obviously, with them losing their manager. But I think for them, I think they just need to get the facts right. They need to get the right players in, and just see where they will end up next season in League Two. So going into my number 16, number 17 is Sutton United. Sutton United are they're a tricky club because when Tranmere played them last season, we did get 2 draws against them, home and away. Honestly, for them, no choice. I think we won there, and then we got a draw at Trent Park. But for me, I think they're a team that obviously they're hungry. They want to win games, and it just hasn't really happened for them in the games that they've been in. So yeah. Going into my number 16, this is a team that did get relegated from League One last season, and this is just an average team because no one likes them. Forest Green Rovers. Obviously, we had one of their players last season, Regan Hendry, who's now out of contract. In my opinion, I would love him to play for Tranmere. So if that would have happened, I'd be really happy with that. But for me, obviously, they've had the likes of Charlie Savage, who played for Forest Green last season. So obviously, I think he's a great player. Obviously, on loan from Manchester United. And other than that, I just think he was probably their best player. They've got obviously Duncan Ferguson is the manager. And obviously, it'd be really good to see them at Trent Park and obviously, hopefully, beat them, which would be fantastic. So going into my number 15, this is another team that went down from League One, is Morecambe. I think with Morecambe obviously losing Cole Stockton, I think it's a big miss. Honestly, I don't think they're going to be the same like they were, obviously because they've lost so many good players in their team. Obviously, I think one of their right backs, I can't remember, Ryan Cooney, is it Ryan Cooney? I think he's out of contract, and I think it'd be good to get him in. I think he'd be a good player to get. But for me, I just think it would be really good if we can get someone like that. And just see where it goes. And then, yeah. So, going into my number 14 now is another team that got relegated from League 2. And that is Accrington Stanley. Accrington Stanley, I don't know much about them, but obviously the things that they've got some okay players from what I've seen. But I haven't really got much to say about them because I don't know much about them. So yeah, and I just think they will stay there. Next one is Barrow in 13th. Barrow had a great season last season. Obviously, they were fighting for the playoffs last season, and I thought they've obviously they had some good players in the team. Obviously, with the likes of Josh Gordon, George Ray, but I think he's left. And obviously their manager that they've got, obviously who was at Oldham. So for me, I think they'll be up there next season, but I don't think they'll be fighting for playoffs. So going into my number 12, this one for me was a bit of a tricky one, obviously because Doncaster have made some decent signings so far for next season. I think they've signed about 3 or 4 players in. And honestly, not all teams have made one signing yet. So it's going to be interesting to see what they will do for next season. Honestly, from last season, I didn't think they were that good. I thought they weren't the greatest, but honestly, when Tranmere played them, Tranmere were crap. We were absolutely woeful in the game. But yeah, I just think it's just going to be one of them games that they'll need to win. So going into my number 11, a team that could possibly get playoffs. But for me, I don't think it will happen just as yet. Honestly, I think they've got some okay players. Harry Clifton is another one. Obviously, Umar Bogle, not Bogle. What's his name? what's his name? Eric's his name is. I think he's a good player. Obviously, he was at Tranmere a few years back, and I thought he was a decent player. And obviously, he's got them playing real well, playing some good football. Obviously, so I think they will be up there next season, and we'll just have to see what they will do. Next team in 10th is Tranmere Rovers. It's my team. From my opinion on this, obviously with Tranmere Rovers, last season was not a great season for Tranmere Rovers. I thought we were too inconsistent. We didn't play well in games, and we need to play a lot better if we want to win games. And honestly, winning games against the big teams is good, but we need to be doing that more often away from home, especially because our away form is absolutely diabolical. Our home form is better, but we need to pick up points next season for our away form, which will be real good. Like I've said, we haven't signed any players just as yet, but hopefully we will be bringing some announcements very soon, so that will be good. Obviously that will be good for my videos. So for me, I think Tranmere in 10th, I think that's fair enough, but do I think we could get playoffs? I will only say we'll get playoffs if we make some decent signings, but because I'm not saying if we don't get a striker in for next season, I don't think we'll get playoffs. I don't think we'll get relegated. We will just need the right team. We need the right performances because we want to be where we want to be, which is League One for next season. So for me, I think we need to do the basics, and we need to play some real good football for next season. So the next one in 9th for me is a team that got promoted to League Two, and it is Notts County. Notts County is a great team to play for. Obviously, from what I've seen of them, honestly, winning games in extra time, winning on pens. Honestly, unbelievable from their fans. Honestly, and obviously for them in the game, obviously winning at Wembley, winning in the playoff semi-finals. Honestly, it was just remarkable to watch, and for them, I think they will be up there next season. So I think it would be really exciting to see what they will do. Obviously, it's a new ground for me next season for Notts County, and hopefully that is on my birthday week, which would be fantastic to go. So yeah, obviously see Nottingham Forest Stadium as well. I think that'd be really good. So going into my number 8, this is another team that did get relegated from League One last season, but for me, I think they would just about miss out on playoffs, and that is MK Dons. MK Dons got a great team. They've got some okay players in the team, but for me, I think they'll just miss out on playoffs for next season. And obviously, for them, they will want to get playoffs and obviously back up to where they were, which was in League One. So for me, I think they will need to massively step up. Obviously, they've got Graham Alexander as the manager. Great signing, great manager. But can the players adapt to that? Which is going to be difficult for them, because I think with MK Dons, they're an average team. They're an average team, as basically most of the clubs are in this division. So it's going to be difficult to see where they will end up in for the clubs for next season. So going into my playoffs now, this is a team that were in the playoffs last season, but they just missed out on the final, and that is Bradford City. For me, Bradford City have got some great players. They've got the likes of Andy Cook scoring goals for fun, really good player. But for me, I think they will just about get 7th. Obviously, with Mark Hughes as their manager, great manager. Obviously, he's been everywhere, been in Premier League, been in Championship and everything. But for me, I think for them, I think they would be happy with the playoff spot, and obviously go that one better, and then possibly get to Wembley and obviously to win it, and then obviously get to League One. So going into my sixth, I don't really want to say this, but Wrexham. I hate them as much as I do, but obviously they got promoted from National League last season, winning it obviously with Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney, however you say his name, Paul Mullin scoring goals for fun for them, and yeah, I think they're going to be up there next season. I hate to be saying this, but I didn't really want to say it, but yeah, I hate Wrexham. So for me, they're going to be up there. Hopefully they bottle it, which would be fantastic. But we just have to see how things go. And yeah. Next one in fifth, they've got a new manager in the former Newport and Walsall manager. I can't remember his name, but yeah. I think he'll do an okay job. I can't remember his name. But yeah, oh well. But for me, I think obviously they've obviously had the former Chelsea coach. Obviously he got sacked at the end of the season. Other than that, I think with Swindon, they will need to be fighting for playoffs next season. If they can do that, I think they could possibly go up next season. But we just have to see how things go and see how things adapt to their team. But we just have to see how things go and everything. I think their manager was. Yeah, it was Michael Flynn. That's his name. Michael Flynn obviously was at Newport. Done okay for them. Obviously when Tranmere played them, Tranmere won against Newport in the playoff final, which was fantastic. But yeah, for me, I think Michael Flynn will get the players roaring and going for next season. And obviously they will want to be where they want to be, which is League One for next season. So next one is Salford. This is the team that I think could possibly win the playoffs. And it's Salford City. Salford City just missed out at the playoff final, obviously because they got beat in the playoffs semi-final against Stockport County, and I thought Stockport County were amazing that day, and I thought they were decent. But for me, I think with Salford, obviously they've got some decent players in the squad, obviously with the likes of Ryan Watson, Matt Smith, and I think for them next season, I think that their main aim is promotion for League One next season, which would be real good for them. Obviously, they're like a small club because they've got not many fans. That goes to games, but for me, I think it would be a big occasion for them if they can get promoted to League One next season. So going into my top three now. Now, this is going to be a dark horse for me. And I'm saying Gillingham. I think Gillingham will want to win this. And obviously possibly get top three, win the league. But for me, I think with the players that they signed in the summer of last year, it was incredible. Start of January, they signed some great players. And yeah, I think they'll be up there next season, 100%. Because when we played them at home, we won 3-0. But when we went to their place, we got beat 2-0. And they absolutely deserved it. And for me, I think they're going to be up there next season. And we just have to see how things go with them, just seeing how they do, obviously, because they've got some good fans at their stadium, and I think they're going to be up there next season. So I'm saying them to go up and get third. Next team to get second. Who's it going to be? Mansfield or Stockport? But for me, I'm going to say Stockport's finished second. Stockport had an unbelievable season last season, and obviously, but obviously just missing out on losing in the playoff final against Carlisle. Carlisle won, I think was it 1-0? Can't even remember because I think it was went to penalties actually. Went to pens. Obviously, Stockport to miss a penalty wasn't really good for them, but yeah, I think Stockport will be back to where they want to be. But I think they will go one more better. They'll go one better, and that is promotion to League One. So my champions for this Mansfield Town. I think with Mansfield Town, obviously they always start poor in the start of the seasons. Normally, honestly, when trying to play them, they always win against us. But before every game plays, they always play poor. But when they played us, they absolutely beat us, and I think they won their game. So, and then after that, they were winning games left, right, and centre, and obviously they've got a good manager and everything. But yeah, obviously signed Bailey Cargill from Forest Green, which is a great signing, and obviously I guarantee they're going to be signing more players. And I think it'll be a good fit for them for next season. But for me, I think they're going to win the league, possibly with maybe Gillingham, but it's going to be difficult to see who will win. But this is only my early prediction video. So guys, if you guys are watching this video, so please remember to like and subscribe if you are new. And I will be doing my official predictions maybe in July or maybe in the first week of August. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, so please like and subscribe if you are new. I'll see you guys in a bit. Up the Whites, Super Army, come on you boys, I'll see you guys for next season. So I'll see you guys in a bit.